Hey, hi there. How you doing? How you keeping? Hey, this is Rocky passing on a very, I hope, a very inspiring and encouraging message to you as you receive it here on YouTube. Um, um, for those of you who do not know me, I serve on the teams at Mavuno Church Lavington, a wonderful church in the city of Nairobi, and myself and a group of about 24 or so missionaries from Mavuno went for an incredible mission to the town of Meru in the northern part of Kenya, central northern part of Kenya. And we enjoyed seeing Jesus come through as we believed him, as we trusted in him to minister to people that we would meet in that town. And so we had a 4-day mission, and much of it was geared towards getting people to come for events that would happen each evening um, um, or each day while we're there. And we were involved a lot of relational evangelism. And so, just a quick a story, a couple of testimonies. Well, we're walking around a lot. That became a big thing for us while we're there, and talking to people on the street, inviting them for the events we're going to be holding, and invite them to Christ as well. And just remember, I remembered on the second day we were there, it was a Friday. We held a event for campus students called Campus Trend in the evening. It was a tremendous time. We had a good time. Fair crowd, not really big. But I had the chance at the end of the time together to issue an altar call and invite people to give their lives to Christ. Well, we didn't have a massive amount of people. Just a couple of ladies lifted up their hands, and they said the sinner's prayer, gave their lives to Christ. And then after that, because the campus training event, we danced, and guys were making noise and dancing. But I felt very strongly to pull aside one of those girls and have a conversation with them in private, away from the noise. And it ended up being a relational evangelism moment, because this lady who had just given her life to Christ was shaking in her boots. She was contemplating making a back step from the decision she's just made. She didn't really understand the gospel message in its fullness, and she was very afraid of what implications that decision would have on her relationship with her family, especially, who are all Catholics and very staunch at that. And I was able to, in a sense, reshare the gospel. I was able to share to her my own personal testimony of how my particular family weren't really into the faith at the time. But because I made the decision and I was bold with it, many of them now have come to believe in Christ and follow him fully, including my parents for a little bit of a while serving to help a ministry. So that was Friday night, and a wonderful testimony of joy, getting properly saved and committed to Jesus. And then on our second last day on Saturday, we did a lot of street evangelism, and I met a young man called Max. This guy was doing what a lot of young people do in many cities of the world on a weekend. He had been a night of partying and drinking and smoking weed. But for whatever reason, he was open to what myself and my partner were sharing on that day. And so we shared with him the gospel, we shared with him what Jesus came to do, and why it is so key for us to reconnect with our God through Jesus. And guess what? As we shared the gospel, he was open. He almost fainted while we're giving the gospel, but he was open. And so he opened up his life and his heart to our message, to Jesus. And right there on a bench, as he, in a sense, staggered to his feet and then sat down again, he gave his life to Christ and committed to follow Jesus. These are wonderful testimonies that took place while we were on mission in Meru. We met many more people. In fact, our team in total met about over 300 people, took their contacts and shared with them the gospel. And we expect that this will be a seed towards our wonderful church in Meru, and a seed towards the kingdom that shall be everlasting. We firmly believe that. So that's my testimony. I hope it's encouraged you, inspired you. We need to be the hands and feet of Jesus as much as is possible in the streets and the towns in which Jesus has situated us. So God bless you. Thank you for hearing my testimony. Stay